Hi and welcome to Everyday Vlogging with Rich Pasini. Today is April 25th, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I want to do a video about I'm going to probably be losing my top rated seller status on eBay. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. You know, it's really funny. And I mean really funny, and also it's pathetic. And I'm going to tell you why it's pathetic on eBay's part. You have to meet a certain threshold to maintain your top rated seller status. For those who are not top rated, you have certain criteria you got to meet within eBay's little eBay, platform. And if you don't meet those thresholds or requirements, you lose your top rated seller status. Now, a lot of people say, all right, so what's the big deal? What are you making a video for? Why make a video about this? You have the expression, it's the little things that mean a lot to you. That's right. It's the little things that mean a lot to me. Maybe not to you, but to me it does. Now, I've been on eBay since 1999. Not that it matters. It's no big deal. People say, oh, big deal. All right, 1999. All right, 20 years. So you've been on eBay for 20 years. On and off. On and off. So it's... And I'm glad it's been on and off, because I should have been off many, many moons ago, to be honest with you. A lot of people may say, well, if you're going to be complaining about it, then why don't you just give up altogether on it, close your account, and go elsewhere? You know, I'll be honest with you. I gave that a serious thought many times over. But you know something? I'm not a quitter. I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optimist. I said it many times in my videos before, I'm more of an optimist than a pessimist. The only thing that bothers me with eBay is when they do these type of stupid things. I don't know who conjures up these ideas, and maybe in their boardroom they sit there and thinking, how can we make more money off of small time or little sellers like myself who have very little sales, make more money off of people like us. Now, if I lose my top rated seller status, I don't think I'm going to be keeping the store, because there's no sense in keeping a store. I don't think so anyway. I'm conjuring up these ideas in my head, because I don't think I'm going to be keeping a store if I'm losing my top rated seller. In other words, I'm not going to give more money to eBay, by keeping a store, even though it's a starter store. I'm not. Why do that? You know what I'm saying? I might just have to, re-strategize the whole thing. In other words, where when I have the starter store, I get 100 free listings a month, right? As opposed to every first or second of the month, eBay gives you free 50 listings. So if I have to downsize to that stage, get to that point where I have to downsize from 100 to 50 and try to keep my bills within reason, then I need to do what I got to do. In this day and age, it's survival of the fittest, folks. You got to do what you got to do. You got to cut out the fat wherever you can. And I am really appalled and annoyed about how eBay operates, how they have the goal and audacity to sit there and send me a thing. I'm going to show you a screenshot what they sent me on there. It's an alert. Your top rated seller status is in jeopardy, or whatever, You may be losing that status because you didn't meet that threshold, which used to be $3,000. Now, I don't have to give it away. Apparently you guys already know. Well, okay. This guy hasn't made $3,000, or he's under $3,000 threshold, so we know he's not doing it. Bingo. Bingo, right? That's it. Exactly. So now the cat's out of the bag, so you know now. Okay? All right. So now you know. I don't mind sharing it. I have nothing to hide. But it's the stupid things, the stupidity behind management like that. Who conjures up these ideas is beyond me. First off, here's what I say. If eBay... Well, here's what I look at it. When you're starting out from scratch, you're not a top racer, you're just starting out, you got a 0 feedback score, whatever. eBay should have it where, when you're in a job, you get marital increases, promotions, and stuff like that. They should have it that way. So in other words, cut out the monetized threshold, okay, where you have to make at least $3,000 within a 12-month period. Get rid of that altogether. Get rid of it. Okay? Let a person base it on merit. In other words, when you're first starting out, you do the best you can, you follow all the guidelines, how to make good sales or whatever, You know, if you're meeting the demands, like, you know, if you offer 1 day shipping, and you're providing good service, you answer your buyers' questions on time, you ship on time, and so on and so forth. You know, and build it up that way. Okay. Now, if a person has a lot of negatives, gets negative feedbacks, yeah, okay, you want to give them a warning. You know, if you keep getting more than 3 negative feedbacks or whatever, we're going to drop your seller status, you know, top-rated seller status to just a basic seller. Do something like that. I know they have something like that now, but I'm just trying to say, my take is, once you become a top-rated seller, and as long as you're meeting the criteria, you're shipping out 1 day off and 1 day shipping, 30-day free returns, and so on and so forth, let it be at that. Let it stay at that. But to sit there and delegate to a person, you know what it is? Basically, somebody says once before on another blog, on another video I was watching, we are basically, all of us, buyers and sellers, we're basically, or indirectly, if you want to look at it that way. Now, a lot of people may say you're crazy for even making a statement, but seriously, it is like you are employed by eBay. Okay, you got to follow their rules, or, you know, you get out of the game, or just grin and bear it. Because that's what it's like, folks. It's like we are employed by eBay. And I heard, that's only me that said it. Somebody else said it in one of the other videos. It's like indirectly we're employed by eBay. You got to follow their rules and regulations. And look, it's their website. I understand that. And you want to play in their game, you got to play. You got to play it with the way they want you to play it, right? That's fine. Okay? But when you start putting thresholds and putting like pressure on people to maintain that top-rated seller status, that little, well, it's not even a little badge anymore. Now it's just words. This is what you got to do. You got to do this, that, and the other thing. Now, I've been doing everything humanly possible to maintain a top-rated seller status. Okay? 1 day shipping, 30-day free returns, best offers. I ship out. I was looking at one of my things that it got me down for a late shipment on a hat. Look, let me give you an example. First off, if somebody makes a purchase at 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know about you guys out there. I'm on the East Coast of New York, okay? I hit the hay at a certain time. I sleep. I'm going to go to sleep at a reasonable time. Well, I can't even say that because sometimes I go to bed 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm trying to do research, or if people do have questions or whatever, or I'm trying to figure things out on how to make sales. Yes, how to make sales. I stay up late at night doing research, trying to change categories around, maybe rewriting my description, maybe redoing the title or something, checking categories, whatever it may be. But to sit there and to come out and blatantly say, if you don't meet under that threshold, you're going to lose your top rate sales. So I go back to so here's what happens, folks. Okay, listen what happens. Not that it's a big deal. Well, to me it may be. Maybe to you guys it ain't. You lose your top rate sales status. Now you don't get your 10% discount anymore because that goes away. Okay, so now where eBay, where you were saving with the 10, where you worked your way up to top rate, it used to be 20%, by the way. Then they cut it down to 10. Next, they're going to watch. You'll find as time goes on, the more money revenue eBay loses, they'll be cutting that out, and you'll be really going to the toilet on these sales you make. First off, the sales I make are a joke. They're pathetic. Now people say, well, you could change that there. You could sell better items for more money. Folks, how can I sell better items for more money when people ain't even buying the cheap stuff I have? Okay, I was talking a couple days back in my other videos that I have an antique deal. I like to deal with and buy stuff for him. But, with the way eBay is running right now, with the little teeny weeny itsy bitsy sales I'm making, how can I get enough money, generate enough income to buy better products to put up on eBay? Okay, so this, I think, is another deplorable act that eBay is using to squeeze the little guy out of the game, along with squeezing more money out of his wallet. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. I'm an advocate for not following those thresholds. Okay, at least not the monetary threshold where you got to make at least 3. It's pretty pathetic, right? I'm not kidding you guys. I'm being upfront and serious. Now I know there's a guy I follow. He comes out on Fridays and he talks about eBay and this thing. Nice person, loves eBay. But if there is something out of line, this person will speak his piece. That's what I'm doing. I'm speaking my piece. I don't like, I never had a sales job in my life. And you know why I don't like sales jobs? Because of quotas. I am not a salesman. I know if I had a job in the sales, in a sales field, I would be out of a job probably within a week's time or a month's time because I wouldn't meet the quotas. I'm not a good salesman, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not. Okay? It takes a certain person to be a salesman. I don't know. That's why I see it. I never had a job like that. My background is IT. Okay? And I wasn't in IT sales. I was in IT. I did hardware installations, software installations, stuff like that. I was a hardware person, not a salesman for IT. I worked in mainframe for 10 years. I did PC repairs and all of this stuff. Okay, my background is IT. All right, but the point I'm going across is with this here. The reason why I'm a little annoyed at eBay is because I don't like when they put these constraints on people where they say, well, if you want to get that 10% discount, or if you want to maintain that top rate seller status, you got to meet this threshold. Look, I'm on YouTube. As you know, you're on this channel, you're a follower. I can't even get this YouTube. I can't even get past 450. I was up to 454 at one time, 453. I lost subscribers. I'll be honest with you. I'm saying to myself, I have a goal. Like I was watching another guy talking about a little sidetracking here. This guy's saying he likes to have maybe 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm lucky I get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but that's not going to happen. But that's all here there. Okay, I don't really care about that. The YouTube channel, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep producing videos regardless whether I have 450 followers or if I have 0 followers. I'm still going to be doing videos because for the people that do unsubscribe, that's fine. I don't care. I'm doing these videos to help people out. I like to share stories with you people. Okay, so I'm not really getting. I don't want to get off on that. That's a whole nother topic. But the point I'm trying to get across is, with eBay, the reason I'm really pissed off at them is because, like I said, I don't like to see it. I was so annoyed. I had to run a couple errands, and I said to myself, while it was still fresh in my head, I said, let me do this now. But I said, you know what? Let me step away because I might be saying things that I don't want you guys to hear me say. I am a passive person. No, I wasn't going to sit here and come on here and cursing everybody and cursing all the eBay out and all that stuff. No, I don't do that there. On this channel, like I said again, I don't discuss religion and politics, and I do not use profanity. But I have to honestly say, this when I seen this here, this drove me crazy. I'm going to show you the screenshot what they gave me. I think the whole thing is bizarre, to be honest with you. I even wrote things down too. I said to myself over here, what they should do is, this is little notations I wrote to myself. Okay, I wrote here today's topics: eBay top rated seller status, not meeting your sales requirements. It's like not performing on a job and your boss tells you if you can't do the work, you're fired. Okay? What BS? Seriously. They should rate you on returns, how many returns you get. You've got 100% feedback and buyer satisfaction, not in sales. It's like you're employed by eBay and they dictate to you what you can and what you cannot do. Well, that stands to reason. They can. It's their platform. Okay, it is their platform, and they can tell you what that's. You either, like I said again, if like that saying goes, you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Plain and simple. Okay, I have a website. I said it once before. I should try to take these listings I got and just list them on my website. Now I do have it where it's mirrored image, so I copied not all, but I did copy some of the stuff on here from eBay, and I put it on my website. Figure if people go to my website, they see the listings, it'll hyperlink them back to eBay. Folks, the sales are coming in drifts and drifts. Now, if I can't meet that threshold, is it fair? Is it my fault? I'm doing everything possible. Seriously, I'm doing everything humanly possible to make sales. With all the stupid things that eBay's rolling out, all these stupid things, these managed payment, and God knows what other glitches they got going on. The last time they had no views. Their system, they had a technical issue a while back. I have another screenshot, the eBay community for January 2019. One person said about their sales, how they just they were talking about their sales for 2019, how they kind of went down. So this goes back, and it goes even further back than that. You see, every time eBay comes out with these new programs they roll out, the system always gets gummed up. It's always messed up with some reason or something, and you call up the teammates, they will be the first to tell you, oh, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Then I heard, I think on e-commerce bites, I did it where they said, I think does eBay? So I think one of the titles was, does eBay hide your listings or whatever? It was something like it's in one of the reseller news. I don't know which one it is. I can't go through it. There's what 887 or 886 videos. I'm not going to go through. I can't remember. If you can see it, you might not see it only unless it's actually put in the description or the little, what do you call, thumbnail. You won't know. You would have to watch all the, well, not all of them, but you would have to go to specifics, reseller news, and look. I know it's kind of stupid. I should have put topics like that in there. It would have probably made it a lot easier, because right now the way I do the reseller news, I just put the reseller news banner and I just put the date. I would love to put a lot of topics in there. I probably could do that in my thumbnails. As a matter of fact, I probably got more higher ratings as far as viewership. The views, they go up and down with my YouTube channel. 1 minute I'm a C plus, the next minute I'm down to a C. Who knows? Next I'll be a C minus. Maybe it'll drop me down to a D. Who knows? Even YouTube's a little flaky. They're going a little crazy too. I was trying to upload some videos yesterday, 2 of them, and I kept getting some crazy response from them. I said, "What is this?" I said, "Are they going to mess with me too now? Is YouTube going to screw me over too with the channel? Are they going to close me out?" Then I went there looking on my channel to see if I had any copyright strikes or anything of that nature. It said no, I had 0. So I said, okay, maybe that's a good sign. But I did notice one thing. When I was on Google trying to upload my videos on Google, I had a problem with that. So then I went to Firefox, I uploaded, I had no problem. So I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the Google website. I don't know. Who knows, the browser? Maybe it's a browser issue. I don't know. There's always going to be software conflicts, hardware conflicts. Every time people do those integrations, software, hardware integrations, there's always going to be some kind of little conflict within the infrastructure. But that's okay. That's I don't care about that part right now. Like I said again, I do care about my YouTube channel. If it grows, that's all fine and well. If it don't grow, that's also fine and well as well. I'm going to share stuff with you guys regardless. But the only thing that really pisses me off is, like, I'm going to show you the screenshot in a second. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that eBay shouldn't have thresholds on that? Why should they anyway? I don't work for eBay. I'm not employed for them, but that's what it feels like. But let me ask you a question. Do you guys think I'm wrong? I mean, am I wrong in what I'm saying about why am I making this video about losing my top-rated seller status? I mean, isn't that something to be concerned about? Especially if you take it serious, and especially if you're doing it on a full-time basis, which I am. But I tell you the truth, the way this has been going lately, I said it once before, and I'm going to keep on saying it. If you can't make at least $100 a day off eBay, you are in bad shape, folks. And let me tell you something. If people think for one moment that they're going to, oh, I'm just going to list 1,000 items and I'm going to make a fortune at the end, good luck with that. Okay? There are people making money out there. Don't get me wrong. There are people making money with eBay. Okay? The only thing that gets me is the people that are like the quote-unquote power seller. You say, well, you're a power seller. So power seller baloney. That doesn't mean nothing. I'm talking about the people that bring a lot of money into eBay. Now, I'm bringing nickels and dimes to them. They're making nickels and dimes off of me. Not really, but if you look at my monthly bill so far, coming up with this, I couldn't believe it. From what it was a couple days ago to now. I know they take their 10% off of the items you sell. I sell little peeny-weeny items, and they take money off it. And if you've seen what I made for the month of February, oh no, I should say the month of, well, both month of February and March. It's pathetic, and it's no wonder I can't make sales. First off, how could eBay justify that? There is 20. If my memory serves me right, doing the last update on which call it, or eBay sellers, active sellers, it was 26 million, either 25 to 26 million. It doesn't matter, a million here or there. How am I supposed to compete with these people? How am I supposed to compete? Why is it my fault if I can't meet the threshold? eBay, if you're listening, you'll watch this video if it gets forwarded to you. Why don't you change that, restructure this top-rated seller nonsense, and just get rid of the monetary threshold and base it on a person's service they offer. Period. If a person offers stellar service, he ships one day shipping. He offers 30-day free returns. He's what do you call it? He's got 100% feedback. He's he answers all the comments. He interacts with the buyers, whatever they have a specific need or item, whatever, or want, whatever. Base it on those things, not on monetary issues. It's impossible to, in some cases, make people say, wait a minute, You mean to tell me you can't make $3,000 within a year's time? If eBay is doing stupid things and you got competition, no, you can't. And I'm sure there are other people out there that may voice the same concern if they're brave enough to come on and say, you know what? I have the same problem, my friend. I'm the only one. I'm not saying the only one. I think as far as my YouTube channel, okay, you'll notice if you are a subscriber, I am a straight shooter. I tell it just like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. If you want the straight talk, you can subscribe to this channel. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine with me. I would love to have you as a subscriber, but if you don't want to subscribe, that's totally up to you. But if you want to hear the straight information, I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is. Okay? That's one thing about me. I am not going to sit here and come on and tell you I am doing excellent. And like I said, I'm going to show you that screenshot, but I just want to voice this stuff out, get it off my chest. Okay? You don't hear too many people talking about it. Now, maybe there are, but the last time I did a little research on YouTube, I said, do people eventually quit eBay or whatever? I never really hear stories like that. One time there was a person on there, a person that has YouTube channels, an eBay seller, said, I'm thinking of closing up and quitting eBay altogether. I went back to listen to that person's video. Nada. The person's still doing it. You know, sometimes you got to watch people. Sometimes people will throw out these little, their thumbnails. They put these things on their thumbnails to get more views and hopefully get more subscribers. Look, the thumbnail that you're going to see, that you're seeing there is I may lose my top rate seller status. That's the truth. Okay, it's not a come on. I'm not trying to get you guys to come on and say, oh, he put that thumbnail on there saying he's going to lose his top rate seller status. That's just to get more views, more watch time. Folks, I'm not doing it for that. I've already got my watch time, so don't even worry about that. As far as if anyone says, oh, he's doing it because he wants more watch time, he's got to meet that 4,000. I've already surpassed that, so I'm not worried about that. The only thing I'm having a problem where I can't monetize on my YouTube channels, I can't hit that 1,000 subscriber mark in order for me to start monetizing my channel. Who knows? Maybe YouTube's keeping me down below. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows what's going on with that? I hear a lot of little complaints with YouTube too. There's problems going on with that there. Okay? But the point I'm trying to get across, folks, is, you don't hear too many people talking about it. Really, think about it. How many? Can you tell me, or can you direct me to a link that where a person says they're quitting eBay and or they're doing really bad? I know if you put down in YouTube channel or what you search eBay sales slow, you will see people coming on there. Okay, and then I just did it before. You'll hear people saying how to beef up your slow sales. How to make slow sales into, whatever, thriving business, whatever. You'll see videos on that. And what is it? What is it? What are they doing? What's the magic formula? What magic wand do they have where they could just like that and you're making sales? What is it? When eBay in turn is giving me all the information humanly possible to try to make sales. Do you know how I get stupid things from eBay? Messages on my iPhone. And I get messages on my desktop. If you lower the price by $1, you'll have a better chance to make $1. $1? Really? $1. What is that going to do? Is $1 going to make you rich? I mean, give me a break. $1? I don't know if you guys got. I know I get them. I get those messages from eBay. Or you have items in your shopping cart. That was another thing that threw me off one time. I said, I had my shopping cart. I said, did I buy something I didn't know about? Is somebody in my account hacked my account? They're making purchases without me knowing about it? And then when you go in there, you click it on, they're telling you the things that need to be redone over again, or maybe you might want to change your prices, change the title or something like that. They give you some kind of nonsense like that, where you need to make it. And you want to know something? Honestly, I tried what they said. And it didn't do nothing for me. Goose eggs, that's what I got from it. Okay? I'm following everything that they're telling me. And it's not working, folks. It's not working. Not for me, it ain't. Now people say, well, maybe you're selling junky stuff. I had somebody tell me that once before on my follow on my YouTube channel, on this channel. He said, well, I hate not to be mean or anything. He goes, but you sell garbage, basically. That's what he was like telling me, Look at the items you're selling. And you know something? I could take constructive criticism like that based on a business level. He made sense. He goes, you want to make it in this business. And you'd say, well, maybe you better heed his words. I do heed people's words. I do take advice. He says, you got to sell things $25 and above to make a decent salary, well, decent income. So if you sell, you sell 4 or 5 items, you made $100 for the day. Not what I just sold. $2.99 for eyeglass case, or $3.99, whatever it was. What am I supposed to do with $3.99? He's right. I'm thinking slow nickels bring in fast dimes. Lower the price, higher volume, you'll make sales, hopefully. Ain't working. And do you want to know something? You want to know what else? When I get these buyers that insult me with their low ball offers, do you know I sold something or I had something listed, I think it was either for $3.99 or $4.99, whatever it was. Do you know the person offered me $1, best offer was $1, and they had the audacity to tell me that they want the seller to pay half of the shipping. That was one. Another one I had where the person offered me $1 and wanted me to pay for the full shipping. Now, if people want to go to eBay and play games, this is like some kind of a game we're playing, please don't play it with me because I try to take this business serious. Okay? Maybe to some people, it's a laughing joke. Maybe people look at it, this is a joke, eBay. What is eBay? What is it? Can you really make a living off it? I don't know. Right now, honestly, if I have to honestly give you my honest take on it, right now it's not a livable income. I'm being upfront and honest with you. I'm not, like I said again, I'm not going to lie to you people. I'm not going to come out here in the eBay world, in the YouTube world, and come out and tell you stories and make things up just to get views or hopefully get subscribers. I tell it like it is, folks. Well, some people may not like my channel because I do tell it like it is. I want to go to a positive person. I don't want to hear this guy. This guy, all he does every time, well, not all the time, but when he does talk, he sits there bashing eBay and he's making it sound like it's so bad. Why would I want to watch him? I want a person that's going to perk me. I want that's going to give me a positive. Well, wouldn't you rather know from somebody that's been there, like they're saying, been there and done that? Or are you the type of person that sits there and says, I don't care what people say. I want to do things my way. I want to learn, basically what you're saying is I want to learn the hard way. Go ahead. You could learn the hard way. I'm not gonna argue with anybody. I'm not gonna sit there and get in a debacle with you. I'm not gonna get in a debate with you. That's up to you. You want to do things the hard way? You want to go to a person's website and hear him saying, well, today I sold this and yes, if I did the little penny sales I made, I could sit here and do a video saying, well, I sold 4 items in February and 6 items in March or whatever, and make it look like I sold a lot for that there. I can make it sound like that, can make it really sound good, like, oh, this guy's doing good. How many did I actually sell in that month? Now I know people could check you, but if you do the math, this is what I'm saying, it comes out to be peanuts. Is it enough to, if I don't have a car loan, but is the money you're making for that month enough to pay a car loan? Is it enough to pay a credit card debt bill? Now, not everybody has little credit card bills. Some people, I know people that have a credit card debt where they pay $200-300 a month for one credit card. Because, well, some people may overexpend. Not me. I don't have credit cards. I had them. I got rid of them. Okay? Is it enough to make a livable income? These are questions you got to ask yourself. A lot of people sit there talking, oh, I did this and I did that, I did this. And then I love when I see people screenshots. Look, I made $10,000 this month. All right. Good for you. Kudos to you. I wish you all the best. At the same time, I wish myself all the best. I would like to make $10,000 for the month, or $5,000, or $3,000. I'd love to do that myself. Ain't happening. It's not happening. All right? So, you guys decide what you want to do. Look, I know a lot of people will say, okay, you went on your eBay rant. eBay pissed you off because you may be losing your top rated seller status soon. What's your next step? You know what? The only way I can figure that, the only way I see it right now, folks, is I'm most likely going to maybe get rid of the store, because there's no sense in paying for a store, right? Because I'm going to lose my 10% discount. So this is another way of eBay fudging their books, so to speak, as far as I'm concerned, where they get rid of the top rated sellers, they get rid of that status. You lose your 10% discount. You say, oh, 10%, come on, does it really make a difference? Well, every little bit helps. Okay, I'll lose that. So maybe I'll just do the 50 free listings a month. It's going to be peanuts unless I sell things that are $100 a piece. And then at that point, I'll probably get nobody to buy because they'll say that's too he's selling expensive stuff. You tell me, what would you do if you were in my shoes? Blow it off? Just say, all right, so you lose it, you lose it. What's the big deal? What are you making a big deal over it? You lose the top rate sale, you lose it. No big thing. But like I said again earlier, it's the little things that make a difference to me. Those are things that bother me. Because I'm doing everything humanly possible to make a go out of this here. And it seems to be working in reverse for me. Granted, I don't sell the greatest things in the world. But you got to get some kind of inventory. You got to get inventory to at least put up there to make sales, right? True. The stuff I have that you see there, I'm not going to be replacing them anymore. As far as like eyeglass cases, I'm not buying any more of them. I got fooled into thinking because when I first started buying those there, I was making sales off them, but they were small sales, $2.99, $3.99, $7.99, depends. I got one out there with a Versace eyeglass case for $9.99 with best offer. So I want to see. I think I had 2 or 3 people watch it. We'll see what that's going to come out to be. But yeah, it's true. I'm selling low-priced items, low profit margin. That person who commented that time, if you're still a follower, if you are watching this video, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I do thank you for sharing it with me. You're right. The items I sell are below par. They're not really great things, but I had to try to do something to get inventory to try to get myself into it because, like I said, I don't have a lot of things. There's only so much stuff you could sell in a house. So then you start going to thrift stores and you start picking these little things up, these little trinkets or what do you want to call them, and you put them up there and hope to sell them and get rid of them. I still would like to deal with that antique dealer because he does have great things. I think so. Stuff that you don't see in a local thrift store, I can tell you that. I know. I've been to the local thrift stores around here. That's where I usually get all my stuff. And this guy, by far, blows them away. But the only reason why I don't want to buy his stuff is, one, I can't afford to right now because the sales are so dead and stagnant and small, that what am I going to do? I mean, it takes money to make money. So what am I supposed to do? I want to try to get rid of the stuff I have. And this ain't a sob story either, folks. That's another thing, too. Don't think I'm making this video for people who feel sorry for me. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I'm just expressing myself. I think, like I said again, I think it's pathetic. But anyway, let me go to the screen and show you what I'm talking about, what really tweaked me this morning. Well, I should say this afternoon. Let me show you in a second. I'll bring you there in a minute. See my account summary. Okay. I'm what do you call it there? Commenting out a lot of the figures here because, that's not necessary. You don't need to see that there. Besides, it's pathetic anyway. But when you move the cursor over here, see where it says performance top rated, count status current, 10% discount, power seller level. You see that little flag? I'm a bronze power seller, right? I'm a bronze power seller. Okay, so when you click it on, it's gonna bring you to another window. Listen, look at what it says here. Now look, see what it says? My eBay, shop our James for great deals. Well, 12.18. Okay, power seller. That's me. I'm a power seller. Ooh, power seller level. Status until your next evaluation is May 18th, 2019. You are a bronze seller, power seller. Alerts. You are at risk of losing your power seller level because you've missed the sales requirement last month. Wow, I missed it. Okay. So here, it's got the criteria, seller level, requirements above standard, your performance top rated. Positive feedback, 98 for 12 months is 98%. Your performance is 100%. Okay. Now, why, if I can't make the sales, why does eBay come out with this? Why would eBay put that there? That I'm at risk of losing my power seller status. Okay? I am trying to do everything humanly possible. Look, here's another window. Your seller level, top rated, as of April 20th, 2019. If we evaluated you today, your next valuation would be 20th, top rated. Transaction defect rate, 2 out of 184 transactions. First off, these 2 here, these are not my fault. You know what this is from? These are returns. You know why they're returns? They're from buyers. The buyers are the ones that didn't read the description, and they sent them back to me. So they're at fault, but I got the defect rate. Okay? Late shipment, 1 out of 180 transactions. How can I be late? I mail 1-day shipment. As I was going to say earlier, this is what got distracted me. I go to sleep around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Now, if a person's making a purchase at 2 o'clock in the morning, that ain't going out the next day. And if eBay considers that 1-day shipment because, whatever, they're out of their cotton picking mind, okay? They ain't going to get it until the next day. It goes out 1 business day. So they got me down for one shipment, all right, a late shipment rate, okay? Cases closed without seller resolution, all right, 0. Tracking and uploading on time validation, 97.67. Give me a break. When a person makes a purchase, I will process that same day. Again, if it's late at night or comes in the wee hours of the morning, it gets processed the next day. What in God's name do you want me to do? Transactions and sales, 184 transactions. My sales are below 3,000. See your monthly breakdown. You click the see monthly breakdown, and it shows you here your monthly breakdown. Cancel. I had to cancel one because the buyer told me to cancel it. Late shipment rate. How can it be late? It goes out 1 business day. Tracking, uploading within the handling time and validated by carrier. 5. This is for November 2018. 5. December 20th, 13. 2019 for January 19. February 2019, 10. March 2019, 21. April 11, 2019. Okay? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do here? What am I supposed to do? Okay? Baseball cap. This is the one they said that I had a late shipment on it. The person makes the purchase. It goes out the next day. I offer 1-day shipping. Okay? Let's go to my ads. Let's see. Okay. These are what I have listed here. Look, folks. Granted, they're not top of the line stuff. All my listings have best offers. There's 100 what? There's 115. All of them have best offers. They're cheap. Look. These used to be $9.99, $7.99. I dropped down to $4.99. I still can't get buyers. I mean, look at this here. Now you might say, well, maybe this is a segue for you to look. I'm just showing you. If you want to buy from me, that's fine. Okay. I mean, you want to buy. I'd love to have you as you want to buy from me. I offer good service. I still have my top-rated seller, and I'm still at 100% positive feedback. But I mean, what can I do? I mean, they're all best offers. They're pretty cheap in some things, right? I mean, look what I got. This is it. Don't add up to much. Peanuts, to be honest with you. But the reason why I do not replenish my stock is because if I'm not making enough money to replenish it, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this stuff? Okay? And eBay's got the audacity to sit there and say, you didn't meet the threshold, basically, your monetary obligations. How am I supposed to do it? These people don't want to buy. What am I supposed to do? They're not buying. They don't want to buy. It's like I got watches but no takers. So what am I supposed to do? This was $59. This Keurig, I did a video on it. And it works great. I did a video with it. I dropped the price. It was $59. I dropped it down to $49. Maybe it's still pricey, but I'm offering a best offer. This is it. This is what I have. The jewelry, I'm going to probably take it to a jewelry guy, the costume jewelry, and see if I can get some money off and see what he offers me and take these off. They're not going anywhere. Nobody wants them. Pretty good jewelry, too. It's pretty decent jewelry, I have to honestly say. Okay? Nobody wants it. Look at this shirt. $3.99 with the best offer. Please, folks. I mean, look at this pendant here. This I had for $9.99, $7.99, $4.99. Dropped down to $3.99. eBay puts here, eBay note. The listing hasn't had any sales in the last 16 months. Please consider updating it. I did update it. I dropped the price. I changed the category around. I changed the title a little. What more do you want me to do? What can I do? Tell me, what can I do? I'm doing everything humanly possible. The only thing people say, yeah, but I notice you don't offer free shipping. I can't afford to offer free shipping. If I offer free shipping, I might as well just say, pay the free shipping and pay for the shipping and it's yours. Then there's no sense of me being in this business because, first off, with the little peanut items I have, like I said, I can't make a decent income from it. But I was basing it on, folks, just in case you're wondering, I was basing it on low volume, quick sales, or whatever. No, high volume, quick sales, whatever. Slow nickels bringing fast time, so to speak. I'm thinking if I could get a load of stuff here, make a small profit, and then I can replenish it with better stuff. I cannot afford to go out and buy better stuff when I am not making enough sales to justify a living expense. Okay? All right, so that's basically it. And here's the thing from the eBay community. Sales down to nothing from January 1st, 2019. Okay? This was, I guess, was updated or posted to February 3rd, 2019. Just wondering, is it just me or if other long-time sellers have noticed complete drop through the floor of sales that started in the beginning of this month? Okay? These are people that give some replies here. Here's another person, I guess, responding to this, right? Yeah. Person says, not at all, but many of us have seen a drop in sales across the venues we sell on. We usually see a slight decrease after the holidays, but there is so much going on with the stock market and the shutdown, etc. And I think people are a bit uneasy spending for items that aren't necessities. I know I am. Usually things start to pick up in February, in mid-February, when people start receiving their tax returns. So hang in there. I tried all that. I mean, yeah. People are going to give you their own assumptions as to why sales are slow. It's near the holidays. It's the summer. People are out. They're on vacations. The big excuse game comes into play. The big excuse game. They got to make up all these excuses as to why you got low sales. How about we just talk about competition? How about we do that? Here's another one here. Now we have to deal with the increased shipping costs. Will it ever end? No. I don't have to reply. I can just tell you right now. Here's another one. Sales have been going down, for at least for me, steady since mid-2017. And I do not think sellers here are overreacting. Of that in January, February is unique, and we had the worst economies with better sales. Okay, your take. That's your take on it. Person over here. No. Very simple. No. On the contrary, my sales have gone up, up and away. Superman. Whee. Right. Well, if they're going up, then if you want, everybody else does. Maybe these people could show us their sales for the month. I mean, they make it sound like it's so great. Here's another one. No sales, no gawkers, lurkers, or watches. Here's another one. I'm a long time 1998 seller with really 30 items listed, and I had a very nice January. But folks, need to remember that eBay is all about what you are selling. If you're going to go to the grocery store, knowing the item that you want and need is in the back corner or at the bottom shelf. You pass right by all the impulse or deeply discounted items to get back on the ones you want. Same things apply here. I think online sales will diminish across the board as gadgets are hacked and folks come into full circle back to touching and feeling and buying in person. Well, I'll tell you this, just to expand a little on this one here. I said it once before, I will not buy a used car off of eBay or Craigslist. I'd rather go to a dealer. Okay? All right, at Craigslist, it depends. But as far as like buying a car out of state, and I know a few people have done that, because they base on the pitches. All right, and they got all that there. They feel like they don't have to work because everything's all protected with PayPal and all that other nonsense. But I like to buy items where like if it's going to be a car, I want to go to a local dealership, buy a car where I can take it for a test drive, check out, kick the tires, so to speak, and do things of that nature, rather than buying something online that you don't know what it's going to be. It might be a nightmare. And how many people got ripped off? I did a video about scams like that there. If you guys can watch some of those videos, you might see them. If you get a chance, check it out. Yeah, I believe that can happen. I believe that may be a little uptick in as far as people buying. It may be a little reluctant. Here's another one. But in the past 2 years, clothing sellers have had competition from other clothing venues like Posh and Macari as well as Trade Easy, whatever. Buyers will also have the different social media sites to make purchases on. I'm not surprised sales have slowed down here, and many of my clothing items that target younger generation may no longer do well when they buy from these other sites with much more frequency. I'm selling on Poshmark. More girl stuff on there, but I think I have a couple of things that are on eBay, and I'm cross-selling. I have to. I can't make sales otherwise. And the sales I make on a Poshmark are very little too. But something, as the old saying goes, something is better than nothing. And it goes on. I'm not going to read all of this here. You can read it yourself, folks. Okay? All right, let me get ready to close this video out because I don't want this to go on for 3 hours. Let me close this out. Okay, folks, there you have it. I shared my little rant with you guys with eBay. If I get any nasty comments from people saying, well, if you don't like it, quit. Or, stop making videos about this and do something about it. The whole purpose and the whole premise behind me making these videos is to share with information with you guys out there. Okay? So if there are people out there that are going to make any nasty comments, I will give you a heads up right now. I will not respond to you. And if I do get any nasty comments, they go in, as you know, if you're a YouTube person, they go in your whole file for spam or spam folder. I will just delete them. So please don't waste your time sending me any nasty comments. If you want to comment, I'll be more than happy to respond to it. If it's going to be nasty, it's totally out of question. You're not going to get my goat going. So if people want to call me names, make fun of me, whatever, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. I am not going to respond to you. Okay? I don't come on this. I didn't create this YouTube channel to be made, a fool of, or people calling name calling or making fun or whatever. I created this YouTube channel to help people out. That's what it's all about. To help inspire and share. And if people don't like it or like the content, well then then you may not want to subscribe to my channel. But if you want the straight talk and you want to hear the information I'm putting out there, fine. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification icon too if you want to be updated. But I'm not going to come out here, folks. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not going to do a video or create videos for that matter where I'm just going to come out and start throwing things off the top of my head just to get watch time, get views, and hopefully or get subscribers. I'd love to have subscribers, and I would like to have the views and watch time. But to be honest with you, I don't know if there's a lot of people out there that watch my videos right to the end. They may not. Okay? But that's totally up to you guys. Like I said again, I don't sugarcoat anything. Everything and anything I am telling you is coming from the heart. And yes, am I upset over that? Of course I am. You would be upset too. If you were trying to do everything humanly possible to make a sale and follow all the guidelines, and you can't, and it's nothing still working, you would be a little irate too. And people might say, nah, don't let it bother me. It would probably bother you. Subconsciously it would bother you. I think so. Now other people may beg the difference, say, well, they're just giving you a warning. Didn't happen, just all the top rates. Yeah, I know, I am. For now. But do you honestly think by May 19th I'm going to meet that threshold? I don't think so. I'll tell you what. If I do make that threshold, I will create another video and I will share it with you guys. And why will I share it? Because I'm an honest seller, I'm an honest person, and I'm going to tell you right to boot. If I made it, I'll tell you. I'll even show you. I won't show you the figures, like the amount of money, but I will show you that, hey, I made it, and I'm still a top-rated seller. But I'm not going to, going to hold my breath over it either. The only thing that bothers me, folks, to be honest with you, what I need to share with you guys is the reason why I find it upsetting is because eBay has been changing so many different things around there and their platform. They're rolling out all these different programs. And people say, well, that sounds like an excuse, a cheap shot. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. For example, and I want to close this video out because I don't want it to go on too long. I don't even know how long it's going to be, and I apologize. But remember that time when they had no views? I did a video about that. And I think it got a few thousand. I think it got a few thousand. I don't know. I have to look back. But anyway, I know it got some traction. And I called up the eBay teammate. And this is another thing, too. One it's like the old saying, the left hand knows what the right hand's doing. One will contradict itself as opposed to the other. Called up two different teammates. First teammate I called up, I asked him, I said, if my items are not getting any views, does it still show up in search? He said, yeah. No, he didn't know. The first guy said, no, it doesn't show up. He goes, no, it will affect your sales. This is the first guy. So I said, really? I said, is that's true? He goes, yeah. He goes, no. He goes, this is coming from the teammate, not from me, by the way. Okay, I'm not going to throw words at this. And I don't mention the guy. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't write his name down. But I wouldn't even put it out anyway. I don't want to get the person in trouble. And he said, yeah, it would affect sales. Oh, okay. That's what he said. So I said, okay, all right. I go, that's all I wanted to find out. A couple days later, same thing. All my listings are showing no views, all 0 views, little tick lines, those little lines there, horizontal lines, whatever. I called back. I spoke to a different teammate the next day. Well, a couple days later, I should say. I'm sorry. Because he did say, he says, wait for the counter to recalculate or something like that there. They were revising it. And that those numbers are going to be off, whatever, it's going to show it, but it will pick up again. And later on, it did. It did come on, and I did get I seen some of the views. The next couple of days later, this is how I ended up calling back again. The same thing happened again. No views. I said, okay. I called back, teammate, spoke to a different teammate. Told him what the first teammate, well, I didn't tell him what the first teammate said. I just said that they said that you guys had an issue with the views, the view counter, that you guys were redoing it. I didn't tell them what the teammate said. I don't want to get people in trouble. I know it's on recording. They can listen to it. But anyway. So I'm talking now to a new teammate, an eBay teammate, and the person said that it doesn't affect your sales. And it's like, one person said, no, in other words, yeah, it says it will show up in search. Your items will show up in search. First guy says, it can affect your sales, where you won't show up in search. This person said, no, it won't affect it. You'll still show up in search. So I said, oh, okay. I said, I didn't say, oh, because another teammate told me it wouldn't show up. This is what the new teammate did. The other one told me, oh yeah, no, you'll still show up in search. You'll still, people will still be able to see your items listed. I got off the phone. I said, okay, well, thank you very much for your time and so on and so forth. I said I wanted to bring it to your attention that, my listings are showing up. I don't know if anybody else or the other sellers are complaining about it, but I said, I just want to let you know I'm showing no views on there. It's all zeros or little horizontal lines. She goes, yeah, we know. She goes, when they revise their, or what do you call it, their refresh their view counter, it's gonna show. But let me tell you something. I want to share this with you. That problem, and I talked about it in my video. When I was doing my own research on it, it goes back, if I'm not mistaken, my memory serves me right now. It's been a while since I did that video. I think it dates back to 2014 or 2015 or something along that in that time span where that was an issue back then. But I noticed it back in 2016. I think it was like I'm trying to think when I called up there. It's either 2016, 2017. You guys might remember. You might have noticed that yourself, where your view counter was off. It was showing zeros and little horizontal lines. I know mine was, and at that time I had 378 items listed. Well, that ain't gonna ever happen again anyway, because that's when I was jacking big bills up because I had good to cancel. They kept refreshing over and over again. Man, I was running bills so big I could lease out a little mid-sized car. That's how much it was because they kept relisting over and over again because they weren't selling. Yeah, but that was a problem. But that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you get different teammates telling you different stories. So that's what I'm trying to say in regards to sharing these things with you guys out there. I'm doing with good intentions. I'm not doing it to. I know it sounds like I'm bad mouthing eBay, but I do it to bring this. I bring to bring in focus what's going on in the e-commerce and what goes on eBay. That's why I do the reseller news. That's why I do the reseller news. It's to share this information with you guys, because for the bottom line is, if nobody else is going to share it, I'm going to put it out there. And I hope that if eBay is watching this here, I hope they will change that thing around. Because first off, it's not fair. Because if we can't make the sales, what am I supposed to do to make that? I know people say it's such a small amount, though, 3,000. It's a small amount, but if you're not making the sales, it's a big deal. To eBay, it is. Now, if this is eBay's way of filtration, getting rid of the small little guys, maybe, I'll get so disgusted, I'll close my account and go elsewhere. If that's what you want to do, fine. But I'm trying to hang in there as best I can. But we'll see where it goes, folks. We'll see where it goes. If you guys experience any things like this here, or you want to comment on what I'm talking about, leave a nice comment and I will respond to you. All I'm telling you is what's going on. I showed you the screenshots. Those are my screenshots and nobody else's. It's not photoshopped. I mean, I'm going to comment out the figures. I'm not going to leave those there, of course. But it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. So I wish you all the best. For those who are top-rated sellers, I should say. I hope you guys meet that criteria, that threshold, because I know I'm on a borderline with them. And I don't think I think the next evaluation is going to be May 19th, I think I said. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. From what I have, what the sales I made now and what their threshold is, I don't think I'm going to make that. Because the items are too cheap. The items are too cheap. So, I lose it. That's when I'll make my own further adjustments as far as how I'm going to do this here. How I'm going to stay on eBay. Am I going to get rid of the store, get rid of that altogether, and just keep the 50 free listings? Because, why keep pouring something into? Why pour good money into something bad? Am I going to keep putting money into this here and not get a return on my investment? The old ROI. I mean, I'm investing money into it as far as I put their listing insertion fees, whatever. Well, with the 100 free, you get anything over that, then you got to pay insertion fees. That's what I'm looking at the bill just now. What I owe. I was like, I thought it was gonna be a lot cheaper, but I got to remember the little peanut sales I made. They take 10% out of that. So yeah, that's gonna come up. That's gonna bring it up a little. And then again, I got the store subscription, and I went over the 100 mark. So yeah, I had additional. I think I had an additional 20. I think I went over additional 20. So they charge you 30 cents versus the 35 cents. Anyway, that's my eBay rant. I wish you guys all the best out there, and I wish you all the best as far as sales. And if you do have a story like this you want to share, please drop in the comment below. I'd love to hear it. I think a lot of us would like to hear it. But it is what it is, folks. This is Rich Pasini signing off. It's April 25th, 2019. Until next time, bye-bye.